Okay, it seems like the video is working. I might have had a little delay in the beginning there, but good morning, YouTubers out there. I'm sitting here having my coffee this morning, and I thought I would put together a video on how I publish books on YouTube. I've been doing this for some time now, and I'm probably getting close to 400, 450 books out there. And I publish old writers that are in the public domain. And I noticed some videos out there, and all they are sound videos. But what I do is I put the text with the sound, and I have it automatically turn to pages as the book is read to you. It's kind of a little technique I found, and it works pretty good. Now, I use all open source software, so I would. In fact, let me just show you just what I'm talking about here. Let me go to the file that I have created, and I actually put it in my documents here. Put it in OpenShot, that's what I use. And here's the video, and I'm just going to play a little bit of it for you.
And publish it on YouTube. You can do it on your Windows, Linux, or Mac computer. All the software I use is open source. Here is what you will need: software to write your book.
Okay, I'm just going to stop that right here. Let me plug myself back in here again. Get this out of the way here. I don't really need. You don't need to really see me. Let me start out on what I do. First of all, like this text here, I have it in a Google Doc, and I'm going to take this text here and put it into a slide. So I will open GIMP, and GIMP is the program that I use to create the slides for the book. And I have let's see here. Oh, I got the template here. I've got a template that I made, and let me just delete the text that's in here. You can create whatever template you want. I even had one with a faded image on the back and created some books with that. But this is just a plain text window, and you can make it the size that will fit on the screen. And what you want to do is you want to just grab all. Well, actually, you just grab the text that you want. Like, say, for example, these two. And I'll do a copy and do a paste. And then I will export this file. And where I'm exporting it is in my document file in OpenShot. And I create a folder inside of a folder, so I can put all the images in, because OpenShot actually uses, it imports the files, but it uses the files that are on your computer to create the video. Like, now this slide here would be slide number 1. I've already created it, but we'll just write over it here. That would have been it right there. Export it. Okay, now we can delete the text again. And now we'll grab the other text. Now, a lot of times what I do, if it isn't much text, I'll just take all the text and copy it. And I'll paste it. And if you notice, it runs over the box. So what I plan on doing is I'll just grab this last, let's just grab the last here. Copy it. I'm sorry, cut it. I'm going to cut it. And then we'll save this as image 2. Okay. Let's say replace. Export it. Now we can delete this text and add the next text here. And we'll save this last one here. export, and we'll call this one number 3, and replace it, export it. Okay, basically we're done. So what I'm going to do is I'll just quit and discard the changes. We don't need those. Okay, let's close this off here now. Now that we got our slides made, let's go to a browser window. And I'm just going to copy this whole thing again and do another copy. And the reason I'm doing this is we're going to create our audio now. Okay, now there's a program that I use out there called text-to-speech, and here's the link. It's called from texttospeech.com, and when you open, you just paste your text into it, and then you can pick what language you want. Like, I'm going to use the British language, British English. Let's use Harry's. And let's go with fast. I like fast, or very fast. The Brits talk slow. And I'm going to click on Create the File. Now, if you noticed, it only takes a short time to do this. This is 1 minute, and it's done, basically. Now, I'm going to right mouse click on it and go Save As. Okay. And it takes me right to my folder here, the last folder I was in. And I'm going to just save it as Audio MP3. And I'll go Save. And I'll go Replace. Basically, it replaced it. Okay. Now let's close this all off. And we'll close this again now. Now we're ready to create our video. And I'm going to use the OpenShot software here. Okay, actually, let me do this. I've already created this, so I'm going to go to the location where the file is, which is my documents again, OpenShot. And I'm going to open this one here up. Okay, now I'm going to make it full screen here. Excuse me a minute, I got a cold, I got to blow my nose. Alright, these files here, I'm going to just remove them. Remove the clip, remove the clip, and remove the clip. And I'm going to even remove this one. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can grab them all here. Yep. And I'm going to remove from project. Okay. Now this is like a clean project. Now, I'm going to teach you a little trick. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. We got a project, blank project. A lot of times you'll have more tracks here, but if you click on them, you can delete them, you can remove them, and you can add a track. Okay, and all we're going to use is 2 tracks in this video. One for the slides and one for the audio. So now what I'm going to do is I want to bring them in, so I want to import them. So I'm going to import the audio clip. Okay, that's the one we did online. And I'm just going to drag it down here and drop it right back in here. So that one's done. Now I'm going to go to the images. There's no images, so we're going to import all our images. Remember, we put them in an image directory. Grab all 3. Say OK. Now it's going to ask if I want them in a sequel. And the reason for this is because you can do automation. But I'm going to say no because we're not automating anything. Now, here's the trick I'm going to show you. If you go to your edit and preferences, it's set at 10 seconds. So every one of these I drag down and put in here only run 10 seconds. And a lot of times that's not long enough. So what I want to do is I'm just going to change that to a 7. So this will be 1 minute and 10 seconds. So that should give us plenty of time to take a whole slide of text and put in here. So let's just grab one and drag it down. Okay. Now, I don't know where it ends, so I'll play it now. I'm going to play it, and you should be able to hear it.
Publish a book on YouTube. I cannot write a book for you, but I can teach you how to create an audiovisual book and publish it on YouTube. You can do it on your Windows, Linux, or Mac computer. All the software I use is open source. Here is what you will need: software to write your book. I use OpenOffice and sometimes Google Docs. I also use Grammarly to proofread and make corrections. I also use Read Aloud, a text-to-speech voice reader, to check for mistakes.
Okay, I stopped the video right there. So now I can drag this over to where the slide ended, and then we'll drag the next one down and attach it right there and play it.
Now, once you have your book done, you will need GIMP to make slides of your book. These slides will be used later to create the pages in your book using OpenShot Video Editor. Next, you will need to create an audio file of your book. You can do this by reading your book and recording it, or you can do it online by going to www.fromtextospeech.com and uploading parts of your book, downloading the audio for later use with OpenShot. If you record it yourself, you can use Audacity, not only to record it but to edit it.
Okay, I stopped it there. Now we'll drag this one over. And if you noticed, I said sometimes you can record it in parts. And what I do is it'll only take up to 1,000 characters, I think. And I do mine in chapters. And if they're too long, I make them in 2 parts and then end up using Audacity to edit them and piece them together. And that works pretty good too. Now you notice I go way over with this last one. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back to my preferences here. And for the last slide, I'm going to go back to the default of 1. So when I drag it down here, it'll be a lot shorter. But what I do now is I can drag it to the very end, go just a little over. And the reason I go a little over is because then it'll stay on when the video's over. So let's just play this one.
Once you have the text file in slides and the audio files done, I would recommend you make a cover for your book. Again, you can use GIMP to do this. I have over 400 books on YouTube and I have a cover for each one. If I publish a series, I use the same cover for each one in the series and then I put them all in one playlist. I plan on making a video so you can see how easy it is to do all of this. I will also show you how to upload the video that you created using OpenShot. I will show you everything except the writing of the book. I have created this shot writing to use to create the video for you. Now that I have it done, I am going to record the video. So, that is all for now.
Okay, now we're done with the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to export an audio file. Let me just kind of narrow this down a little bit. This little red button here, or you could go up here and actually export video. It's in both places. They just put it here. It's convenient. So if you click on this, you can choose the different formats. I use all formats here because I'm going to make an MP4 file, and I'm going to use the 264. What do you call it? I can't even think of the name of it now. But anyway, it gives me my size. I can pick the size of the video here. And I'm just going to go with the defaults that I got set here because I have this set in my preferences. And then I'll click on export. But I'm not going to export it right now because it'll just export it and copy it over the one that I already got out there. So with that, I'm going to save the project. And we'll close open source. Okay, this is our video right here. Now to upload it to YouTube, which is very simple, we got to go to YouTube. Here's my YouTube channel. You just click on upload the video. And let's see here. Oop, yeah. Go to my files, and I would take this file and drag it over and drop it in here, and it would automatically upload it. Now, if I upload it, you're only going to get the video that we created, and I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to put this whole video out. So now, once this video is done and I save it, then I will copy it out here, and you'll be able to watch the whole video. And with that all said, I think we're pretty well done with the video. And just close all these things here and do one more thing. I'll just say goodbye to my audience out there. And hopefully you're a coffee drinker and you'll enjoy your cup of coffee this morning. And that's it.